The Suns didn't cover. How did the Suns not cover? Hey, what's going on, everybody? It's Jason Madison, Winning Bets. Thanks for hanging out with me on this episode. Thursday edition of Winning Bets. We're giving out free sports picks each and every single day, and got a good bets for you guys lined up for you today. Before we do that, let's make sure we recap yesterday. Yesterday on Game 4 of the NBA Finals, we went 1-3, down 2 units on the night, but still positive up on the week, plus 4.75 units. The only thing that went our way yesterday was Crowder. He was able to grab up over 6.5 rebounds. I believe that cashed in the third quarter, if I recall correctly. It was a little bit late towards the third quarter, but he did go ahead and grab that 7th rebound to go ahead and get that cash right there for us. What didn't go our way was Ayton. We needed over 29 or 28.5 rebounds and points. Man, he had 29 at halftime, 6 points, 13 rebounds. He didn't get any points in the second half. Not a one, and only got 4 rebounds. So he felt really short of that one, unfortunately. And Middleton also, he was unable to get up over 12.5 rebounds and assists. Good game from him from the scoring standpoint, but yeah, wasn't grabbing boards and also wasn't quite dishing them out like he normally does, so fell short right there. Then the Suns couldn't cover plus 4.5. They were, I'll say it, I watched that entire game. They were generally in control that entire game. I mean, yeah, sure, Milwaukee would certainly, pull it back and make it, close throughout that entire game. I mean, it was a close game throughout that entire game, but it just felt like the Suns were in control. I even remember at one point in that third quarter, it was 85-76. I believe that was their biggest lead. And yeah, the Suns, while it was a close game, it just felt like they were in control until about the last 3-4 minutes of that game. And then it fell apart for them late. It fell apart for them, late in the late there in the first quarter. Obviously, losing Booker, due to foul trouble, certainly hurt, as he was obviously, their main scorer there on the night. And then you had the big block, there by Giannis, which got the crowd all fired up and just continued the momentum that the Bucks had there in the last few minutes. But yeah, I was shocked that the Suns did not cover it. So, and then late in the games, point spreads always get kind of goofy when, one team can make free throws, the other team goes down the court, just puts one up, misses it. But yeah, that was a heartbreaker losing that Suns against the spread. And being a matter of fact, it's actually a heartbreaker losing all of them, because all 4 of those bets at halftime were on pace to cash. All those guys did a good enough job in the first half to put themselves on pace to cash their bets in that second half. It just didn't quite come through. So yeah, definitely unfortunate right there. But again, as I said, up on the week and still plus 4.75 units. Speaking of that game, there was an NBC Sports Predictor contest that went around that game. We had 5 people. 5 people ended up tying with 20 points. That is absolutely really remarkable right there. So I guess each of them won $4. So if all 4 of them want to go ahead and hit me up on Twitter, go drop me your PayPal information. I'll drop each of you $4 a piece. Just kind of a, I don't want to say bad showing, because it's tough, and I only got 15 points my own right, but obviously not a great showing. But that's just the volatility and the toughness there of the NBA when you're trying to pick these games and the tight windows. I mean, they offer you tight picking windows to pick from. So, but still, congratulations to those 5 people. I always congratulate you guys. So, good job right there. All right. Before we go ahead and get in on the bets today, something that I do each and every season after the All-Star break is I started the dog of the day. I do a dog of the day where it's kind of the point of the season now after the All-Star break where you have enough data where you can correctly predict one MLB underdog to go ahead and win, on once a day. So if you're a guy that, likes betting on underdogs, likes betting on plus money, make sure you tune in each and every single day, because I'll give you a dog of the day going forward here. And it is dog of the day, not dogs of the day, right? We're not going to sit here and give out multiple, but one underdog that I like each and every single day. I'm going to go ahead and make that part of my bet as my dog of the day segment right there, so you guys can look forward to that. And I'll keep a separate win-loss. I know, lots of you guys are probably interested in that. Obviously, it'll count, collectively in the entire thing that I'm doing in terms of win-loss and units win-loss. But I'll have a separate win-loss for those interested, and maybe like on Mondays or something, I'll go ahead and provide you guys with an update right there of how we're doing on the dog of the day. But with that being said, let's go ahead and jump on into it. There's only one game today. I would call this a dog of the day, but there's only one game to pick from, so it was easy to pick from, and it just so happens I'm on the underdog. I'm on this Red Sox Yankees game. I'm on Red Sox money line at plus 118 over there at FanDuel. Obviously, the Yankees haven't announced their starter yet. and still haven't announced it, even the time I'm doing this recording here at midday now on Thursday. So if that gives you a little bit of hesitation to make this bet, I do understand. If the Yankees were to announce Garrett Cole, I would be, kind of nervous in my own right there. So if that's what you're holding off for, I certainly understand it. But all the Red Sox had such a good advantages, in this matchup. I thought it was worth it to go ahead and take a chance that, hopefully Cole doesn't pitch, and we got the Red Sox at good value there at plus 118. From an offensive standpoint, the Red Sox are certainly a better team. They've got the better batting average by .023 points, and in fact, the Red Sox rank third in all of Major League Baseball. In terms of slugging, their slugging is .045 points higher than the Yankees, and again, they rank third in all of baseball there in slugging. On base plus slugging, the Red Sox are again better. They're .044 better than the Yankees, and they rank fourth in all of baseball right there. The Red Sox have scored 94 more runs, which ranks third in Major League Baseball. I know they've played 2 more games than the Yankees, but if the Yankees played 2 games, they're not getting 94 runs. I mean, the Red Sox are putting up runs at a much better clip than what the Yankees are doing so far this season. From a strikeout perspective, they're also striking out less. They're averaging about 8.6 Ks per game, where the Yankees are getting 9.1 Ks per game. So we obviously like that. And then the Red Sox are also have more stolen bases. Again, they played 2 more games, but they have 11 more stolen bases. The Yankees obviously won't catch them with 2 games in hand right there. So, yeah, I mean, everything from an offensive standpoint suggests that the Red Sox are certainly a better team. So now we just look at the starter, the lone starter that we know of. You're going to get Rodriguez here for the Red Sox. Average numbers of 5.52 ERA, 1.37 whip, a 284 opponent's batting average, and a 10.4 K per 9. And he's given up a home run every 6.3 innings. I know those are not excellent numbers. Those are numbers where we've actually faded, in the past. But fact is, he's had the Yankees' success this season. He's done really well up against them. He's gone up against them 2 times. One of those was a 5.1 innings pitch, 5 hits, 3 runs, 1 home run, and 7 Ks. He only had 1 walk in that inning, and it was to a 7-3 win. Then he faced them a couple weeks later and was able to improve on that, which we like that. He's able to improve on that facing the same team a couple weeks later. He went 6 innings, 5 hits, 2 runs, 1 K, or 1 home run and 8 Ks, 0 walks this time, and the team was able to win that game 9-2. So absolutely love, what this guy is doing, at least so far from an individual standpoint up against these Yankees. Bullpen-wise, Yankees do have the better bullpen. They're better in FIP, whip, and on-base opponent's batting average. The Red Sox are better in K per 9, home runs per 9, and ERA. So I think the Yankees are better in stats that, will win you games over a long period of time, but now, the Sox certainly have a good bullpen in their own right, and the Red Sox have actually dominated this series so far against the Yankees. They're 6-0 against the Yankees this season. They're also 36-12 in terms of runs scored against the Yankees this season. So, yeah, I'm just expecting a nice game here from the Red Sox. I'll go ahead and take them at plus money all day long, and just hope and pray that the Yankees don't announce that Garrett Cole is going to go ahead and be the starter in this matchup. And then one other bet I'm looking to add on to it, and this will certainly depend on who's going to be the starter. If it's Garrett Cole, I'm not going to have any piece of this, but I like that Red Sox team total over 4.5 runs. You can currently get it right now at minus 113 across a couple books. I'm going to we talked about using Bet Rivers here going forward. Bet Rivers on Thursdays has a live 20% profit boost, so I will just immediately, as soon as first pitch, just go ahead and bet this team total, assuming again Garrett Cole is not pitching, and I'll be able to go ahead and get this sucker at plus money. So yeah, Red Sox team total, as long as it's 4.5 at first pitch, as long as Garrett Cole is not pitching, I'm going to go ahead and bet it. You can, you don't have to look for me on Twitter. I've actually going to be tied up with doing a little bit of family stuff. I may not even be able to tweet it, but if you know that if you see 4.5 and you don't see Garrett Cole on that, whether I tweet it or not, I'm going to be on that bet. I'll certainly try and tweet it just to let you guys know the number, or I'll at least tweet it at some point in the evening. It's just a matter of, can I tweet it immediately after it? I'm going to be a little bit busy this evening, but yeah, 4.5, no Garrett Cole. I am all over that. And in fact, the Red Sox in those 6 games against the Yankees this season, in 5 of those 6 games, they've gone up over 4.5 runs. So just don't give me Garrett Cole. Let's get a good money line underdog, bet to go ahead and cash, and we'll go ahead and tack their team total up on that sucker too, and see if we can't get another plus money bet to go ahead and hit as well. So that's what I'm going to roll with, guys. Obviously only one baseball game, but we're all over it. We're back to, let's say, normal programming. We had a goofy start to this week with no real sports going on. Obviously with baseball taking a back seat due to the All-Star break, but we're back to resuming normal content, normal bets here, and we look to resume baseball, which would absolutely be crushing. Before I guys let you go, let's go ahead and pull 5 more names out of the hat. That'll complete it. Then we'll have done 30 people. We'll have gotten hooked up with $50. If you don't get your name pulled out of this hat, don't worry, because we're still doing the rolling free bet giveaway, which starts tomorrow, which we're putting $50 on every single bet, and we're giving away the winners every single time that bet doesn't cash. So if your name doesn't get pulled out over the course of these 30 names, fear not, because the free giveaway bet is still rolling on tomorrow, so don't worry. With that being said, let's go ahead and get 5 names up out of here, and I still don't understand how the Suns didn't cover. Man, that block, what a block. That crowd was hyped up. Watch that entire game. That crowd got amped up, as they should. That's an alley-oop. That's got to put that down, but Giannis coming over. Everybody's talking about it, comparing it to the LeBron block there against Golden State, however many years that was ago. Everybody's comparing it to that. I mean, that was big. I mean, that would have been a 2-point bucket for the Suns late in that game. What was that, around a minute or so in the game? Maybe just above 2 minutes. I mean, that was, what do we got here? 1, 2, 3. We got 1, 2, 3, 4. I mean, that was big. I mean, that was a monster block. All right, we got 5 names up out here. Let's go ahead and do it. All right. Here we go. Where we got here first? We got Bo P. We got Bo P. Bo P coming in with $50. We've got Emmanuel N. Coming in with $50. We've got Ricky J. Ricky J's got $50. We've got Brian H. Brian H. has got $50. And we've got Diamond W. Diamond W's got $50. All you guys got to do is hit me up on Twitter, drop me that PayPal information, and I'll go ahead and send each and every one of you $50. And again, guys, if your name was one of the unfortunate ones that did not come up out of here, do not worry. The free giveaway bet still rolls on tomorrow, and those can go forever. I mean, you may have somebody getting paid again. That's how long those free rolling bet giveaways. We'll talk about that more tomorrow. All right, guys, go ahead. Enjoy your Thursday. Come back tomorrow. We'll count up at least this one bet. Hopefully we have added a second bet to it. We'll see where we're at, and we'll kick off. Friday's got a huge slate in Major League Baseball. We'll look to get in our handful of bets and keep on crushing baseball like we did in that first half. All right, guys, we'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one. Thanks for watching till the end. I'm Jason Mattis. Any love you can show by giving me a like, a subscription, or a comment, or even just share this video is very much appreciated. And don't forget to turn on your notifications to increase your chances of locking in the same odds as I talked about today. And check out my other great videos in these corners.